Hello class 5H, I hope you're all okay. Still missing you loads and loads and loads. We are about to read chapter 6. It is Monday the 18th, I think. I hope. Yes, I think so. Oh, do you know what? I don't even know what day it is anymore, but I hope you're all okay. This week our tasks are based around healthy living. Year 5 and 6, so the 3 classes are doing exactly the same tasks. We will carry on with the task activities to do with this book from next week onwards, okay? So chapter 6 is called Dead of Night. Here we go. "What are you doing out here in the dead of night?" demanded a voice. Alfred was lying on the floor of the palace library with a figure looming over him. He knew that voice better than his own. "Nanny?" "Shh," she hushed. "Is it you?" "Yes, I know it's me, and you know it's me, but we don't need the whole world knowing about it." "Oh, well, what are you doing here?" asked the boy, scrambling to his feet. "I asked first," replied Nanny. This lady must have had a name, but everybody called her Nanny. The plump and cheery old girl was in her 80s. She was so old that she had been alive when there was still sunlight over Britain, before darkness came. Nanny looked after 2 generations of the royal children, the prince and his father, the king. As a result, she was one of the most trusted members of the royal household, and needless to say, Nanny was the only person you could least expect to see up to no good in the dead of night. "Well," began Alfred, I was looking for something." "What?" I just don't know." "How can you look for something when you don't know what you're looking for?" Well, that is a good question," he replied. I think I'll know when I find it. Now, what are you doing here?" "Oh, just browsing." "Browsing? I'm looking for a book." "What book?" Nanny quickly changed the subject. "Look at you. You'll catch your death. A sickly child like you, abseiling down Buckingham Palace dressed only in your pyjamas. You must have gone bananas. Now come here, my little prince." The lady drew the boy close and gave him a big hug. Instantly, she could feel how cold he was. Alfred looked over her shoulder and saw the Book of Albion. This was not the book in the usual place in the cabinet. Instead, it was on a pile of books on a small table. He thought that was strange, but said nothing. "Oh, you're freezing solid," continued Nanny. "We'll have to put you straight in a steaming hot bath. Now, come on." "No," replied the prince. "What do you mean, no? I haven't come this far to be put in a bath." "Shower?" "No." "Sink?" "No." "A bidet?" "No," barked the boy. "Why on earth would it need a bidet at this moment in time?" "Oh, I'm looking for an answer," stated Alfred. "An answer to what?" asked Nanny. "To why my mother was taken in the tower." Nanny shook her head and tutted. "Oh yes, I heard your poor mother being dragged away. Shouting and screaming she was. I tried to stop the guards." You did?" asked Alfred. "Oh yes, I gave them a piece of my mind and no mistake. Even jumped on the back of one." "Oh, well, what happened?" The old lady shook her head sorrowfully. "I was no match for them. Must have been about 6 of them taking her. They threw me to the floor." Oh no, Nanny, are you all right?" "Black and blue I am," she said, rubbing her arms. "But Nanny's a tough old bird. I'll survive." She smiled, showing her false teeth that went clickety-clack whenever she spoke. "Do you believe Mama could really be a traitor?" Nanny sighed heavily. "Well, it seems far-fetched, but you never know. Sometimes the enemy is closer than you think." This sent shivers down the boy's spine. What do you mean?" he asked. "I mean, just maybe it's true." Alfred felt sick at the thought that Mama a traitor. "Now, come on, my little prince. You're not a well boy. You need to go straight to bed. And double helpings of Nanny's special eggy wegg in the morning." Alfred gulped. He didn't much like Nanny's special eggy wegg, even though he'd been given them every single day of his life, but he didn't have the heart to tell her. So there was no fresh eggs in the palace, or indeed anywhere anymore, so these scrambled eggy weggs were made of powdered eggs. They tasted funny, but funny in a peculiar way, not funny ha-ha. "Oh, I'm not going to bed," announced the boy before yawning. The events of the night had left him absolutely shattered, but he was determined to fight on. "Oh, yes, you are. Straight to bed, young man, and no arguing. But—" Suddenly, Nanny stood very still. A noise had distracted her. She brought her finger up to her lips to silence him. Then, with her eyes, she indicated the door at the far end of the library. Alfred tiptoed over to it, and he bent to peer through the keyhole. Nanny was right. There was someone or something out there. He put his little eye up to the keyhole and found a giant eye staring back at him. The boy gasped. "Shh!" shushed Nanny as quietly as she could. The all-seeing eye was hovering outside the door. Alfred felt a wave of fear crash over him. He didn't move, and eventually the eye hovered down the long corridor. Alfred waited until he was a safe distance away before tiptoeing past the shelves and shelves of books to Nanny. Who was it? "It was the eye," whispered Alfred. "Oh, I can't bear that great big nosy beach ball. I once thought he was spying on me when I was in the lavvy." "Dirty blighter. Did you see it?" I don't know," said the boy with a gulp. "Well, did it or didn't it?" She pressed, clearly concerned. I don't know, maybe." "Maybe?" she fretted. "Then maybe we will both get sent to the tower. We need to get out of here, and fast." Should I go back the way I came in?" "The window? No, snapped Nanny. "You are lucky the guards didn't see you. Someone scaling the wall of the palace at night. You could have been blasted from here to Timbuktu." "Then how?" And just then they heard the handle of the door of the library turn. Click. Someone was about to march in. And that was the end of chapter 6, quite a short chapter. Chapter 7, sorry. I'll be reading tomorrow. This one's called The Room with No Door. Picture there. Okay, so come back tomorrow and listen to me read chapter 7. Hope you're all okay. Missing you. Bye.